Besides the civics questions, the naturalization interview also checks your English with two short tasks, reading and writing. In the reading task, you read a sentence out loud. In the writing task, you write down a sentence the officer reads to you. Here is the part that calms most people. In each task, the officer can give up to 3 sentences, and you only need one of them right. One sentence read correctly, one written correctly, and the English part is done. This lesson shows exactly how each task works and what counts as correct. Here is how reading runs. The officer shows up to 3 sentences, one at a time, and you read them aloud. The moment you read one correctly, the task stops and you have passed. Correctly means the officer can understand the meaning, so you do not need perfect pronunciation, and you may skip a small word if the meaning stays clear. Every sentence comes only from the official reading word list. Short questions starting with who, what, when, where, why, or how, plus a simple verb. Writing is the same shape, reversed. The officer reads up to 3 sentences aloud, and you write what you hear. Write one correctly, and you have passed. The encouraging part, spelling, capitalization, and punctuation slips do not fail you, unless a slip changes the meaning or makes a word unreadable. Be clear, not perfect. 2 firm rules: no abbreviations, write the whole word, and write the actual word dictated. Every sentence comes only from the official writing word list, and the habit to build is capital letters on names, president, White House, and the months. So what will you be asked? Every sentence comes from a fixed official word list, so the topics never surprise you. They are the same civics topics you already study. Reading sentences are short questions about the president and White House, voting and citizens, Congress and senators, the flag and its colors, the Capitol, the states, and the holidays. Writing sentences are short, true statements about Washington, Adams, and Lincoln, red, white, and blue, 50 states and 100 senators, the Capitol, Canada, and Mexico, plus freedom, taxes, the Civil War, and the months. Try a few aloud. Reading, who lives in the White House? Writing, Washington was the first president, the flag is red, white, and blue. Now the misses that cost people points, and the habits that fix them. Writing miss 1 is lost capitals. Washington was the first president needs 2, Washington and president. Make it a reflex on names, president, White House, the country, and months. Writing miss 2 is the wrong verb form. If the officer says citizens can vote, write vote, not votes, with a capital C. The common reading miss is overcorrecting. You don't have to sound flawless. What colors does the flag have? Passes as long as the officer understands you. The whole strategy in one line: drill the 2-word lists until automatic. Capitalize the obvious names and titles, and read for meaning, not perfection. Let's lock it in, because you now know the whole English test. Nothing held back. In one line, read one of up to 3 sentences so the officer understands you, and write one of up to 3 dictated sentences so it can be read. It is graded on whether you can communicate, meaning over perfection. Minor spelling, capitalization, or pronunciation slips are accepted. Abbreviations and unreadable or wrong words are not. Every sentence comes from a fixed official word list, the same civics topics you already study, so there is no hidden vocabulary and no trick. That is the complete method. The next step is making it automatic. Drill both word lists, aloud and on paper, until one correct in each part feels easy under interview pressure. Quick self-check before you move on. Out loud, read this one cold. Who lives in the White House? Did the meaning come out clearly? That is all reading asks. Now write this dictated sentence on paper. Washington was the first president. Check it. Capital W and capital P. Then ask, do I know I only need one correct in each part, and that minor slips are fine if the meaning holds? If yes, you understand the task. If either made you hesitate, that pause is the gap, and the practice prep drills the exact sentences until one correct in each part is automatic.